Hello there, Tim Lawler here from Simulation. This video I'm going to show you how to deploy the aortic stent using the stent graft handle for the Mentis endovascular simulator. So at the moment here I've gained access already. I have a nice stiff guide wire placed up the aorta, which I'll use to advance my stent graft. So the first thing I want to do is actually just confirm the position of the aneurysm. So we're only using one simulator here. So usually you'd use both simulators together, so you'd have access to both grinds. But in this case, I'm only using the one. So there's a handy little tool that the simulator provides you with called Interaction. And it actually gives you a pigtail, which is essentially being given to you placed from a brachial access, so it's kind of hanging above you there, which you can see at the top of the screen. So I can flush contrast through that and just check out where my aneurysm is. So it kind of finishes around L4 there, begins at the top of L2. So, and our renal arteries are at the start of L1. So in the scenario tab here, we've already have our CT and all of our measurements taken for the aneurysm, which is great. So and then in the next tab below, it actually recommends what size graft system to use. So I'm going to go for the 2-part system here, which is 28 by 170 by 13. So I'm going to select that now in inventory, get device, stent grafts, main body, and I'm going to find this 2-part graft. That's 28 170 13. There we go. So I have that selected now. Next thing we need to do is actually change our introducer here. So this one here is obviously too narrow for to take the stent graft. This catheters and wires will easily pass through this, but it's not the case. So it just kind of clips out. It's slightly different from the real life situations, and we have this wider diameter one here, which the stent will be able to pass through. So fire that on, clip it in. So now we're ready to advance our stent. So this is this device here. So we'll advance this up our wire. So we're advancing this up the aorta now. So we want the top of it there to be hitting around L1, did we say? Somewhere around here I think is good. And we'll just rotate it, just make sure that our arrows are in line there. So that looks good to me. So to deploy this now, basically what we do is grab this part here and we advance it, we twist it clockwise, and you can see now the stent starting to deploy. So I believe in this point in real life procedure you'd kind of confirm your position, and then you'd actually recapture the stent if you need to reposition the graft. Unfortunately the machine won't let us do this, so it's kind of all or nothing, so to speak. But I'm feeling pretty confident here, so I'm going to go ahead and release it fully. So there we go. I'm looking happy with that. And once our graft is open fully, we can then just release the tip of it there by pressing the button on the handle. And there we go. So we can remove that now. And use our pigtail again in the interaction tab just to double check that we've positioned this appropriately. And looking pretty happy with that. We have a healthy flow to the renal arteries and the SMA there, and yeah, it's passing through the stent nicely. So we're nicely set up to go into the left groin and finish this off. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to show that now, but that should show you how to use the VIST handle for the aortic aneurysm. Thank you.